They put forth certain instructions that the scapegoat has to follow, and the scapegoat has objections. Scapegoat is curious because scapegoat has this gut feeling inside that something is wrong. Why should I do it? Yeah, and why do I have to do it this way? Why not the other way? And all of that really unnerves the narcissists. Narcissists are really scared with the scapegoat. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about narcissistic family and the scapegoat. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. Now, before I proceed, let me tell you, I was the scapegoat in my family. Yeah, and it's a very different and a unique experience, though it has a lot of damaging effect. But I'm going to try and cover some of my experience as well. But first, let us understand who these narcissistic parents are. These are the usual narcissists who choose to become parent, and they choose to become parent so that they can have more sources of supply, whether it is financial gain, whether it is validation, admiration, emotional support. It could be anything. Yeah, so they don't get into parenthood because they want to create something good, and they want to have a better generation, and they want to raise a healthy generation. No, it's all about the things they get from people. Yeah, narcissists are very self-centered individuals. Relationship is very transactional, instrumental, and conditional for these narcissists. So these narcissists don't do things like this, yeah, the way how we do. Yeah, if we love someone, and then we plan to have kids and start a family, and raise them as different and individuals, and with their own set of authenticity and their own uniqueness. It's very different when we look at these narcissists. Narcissists want to control, manipulate, and distort anything and everything in their kids' life, and that makes them feel good. That helps them, have better control over the kids. Yeah, uh, we need to understand that narcissists, feel good by controlling the others. Yeah, they feel good on the inside that I am so powerful, I can exercise control. If I tell him to sit, he is going to sit. If I tell him to stand, he is going to stand. So narcissists are big time control freaks, self-centered individuals. They lack empathy. So narcissistic parents really don't sit with their kids and ask them how they are feeling or what's going inside of them. They're least concerned about that. They have a manual ready that son, you need to do this, daughter, you need to do this, and then you're going to get tiny bit of validation and crumb. So these narcissistic parents are big time into training their kids to comply with them, and to become better servant, to become better slaves. Yeah, they don't educate and raise kids to be unique individuals, and they can have their own life. No, they breed so that they can have more people to serve. Narcissists get married so that they can have more sources of supply. So it's very sad, but that's how things are with these narcissists. So these narcissists see their kids as a source of supply and nothing else. Till the time the kid is serving them, till the time the kid is doing what the narcissistic parent wants out of them, everything is fine. Tiny bit of cookies and crumbs are thrown at them, those validation, love, affection. If they don't, all that love, affection, intimacy is withheld, and silent treatments, stonewalling, passive aggression, lots of things are thrown at the child. And this is how they train their kids. There is no healthy discussion. There is only one way, and that is the narcissist way. Yeah, so you have to think the way the narcissist parent wants you to think. You have to feel the way how narcissist parent wants you to feel. Yeah, anything that is opposite to what they want out of you, you are going to face their wrath. Yeah, and that's not good. That is even more damaging. Now, coming back to the scapegoats. So scapegoats are the ones who are blamed. Scapegoats are the ones who in some way can see that there is something wrong, and they ask question, and that is the time when they are labeled as the difficult child, and they are scapegoated so that they keep their mouths shut, they comply and they obey the rule, and they keep doing what the other siblings are doing. So scapegoats suffer a lot. Me being a scapegoat in my family, I have suffered a lot. And with all that scapegoating and gaslighting and making me feel as if I'm not good enough, I always used to see situation and scenarios as competition that I need to win. Yeah, and if I win, I can get some amount of affection from my parent. But I used to fail all the time. Yeah, and I used to have this feeling inside of me that there's something wrong. Why is my father forcing me to do this? Why is my mother forcing me to do this? And I used to ask questions, and I used to say no, and I used to say, why not? Let's do it this way. And this is not what they like and appreciate. This is like a kind of a narcissistic injury to them. It hurts their ego, that false ego that they create and live by. So I was scapegoated, and this is how it is. So let me tell you, these scapegoats are very unique and special individuals. They have this a red flag detector inside of them. These scapegoats are smart individuals, and I can tell you this from my own experience, and also working with other survivors. Scapegoats are a unique individual. They have a lot of ability. They can sense that something is wrong, and they want to find out, but their questions are not answered. Yeah, because the dynamic in a narcissistic family is not healthy. Yeah, it's filled with manipulation, control, invalidation, minimization, and the list goes on. Till the time you don't surrender, narcissistic parents are going to keep on torturing you, keep on smearing against you, keep on creating sibling rivalry, so that you give up and you surrender yourself, that okay, fine, I'll do the way how you want me to do. These narcissistic parents are going to triangulate also. They love triangulating these scapegoats, because they see the scapegoat as the black sheep who might spoil the other kids as well. Yeah, who might awaken the other kids from the slumber. Yeah, the slumber that these narcissistic parents have pushed those kids into. you know uh, Parents are gods. I have to listen to my parent. I have to do exactly what my narcissistic parents want me to do. I have to prioritize their needs, likes, dislikes first. I have to betray my own self, my needs, my desire. I have to betray myself in general, and I have to prioritize them. So these narcissists see these scapegoats as big threat. Yeah, these scapegoats can spoil the other kids as well, and they might not be under my control for long. So these narcissists then bring in their flying monkeys, engage with their enablers, and then they triangulate things. They put forth certain instructions that the scapegoat has to follow, and the scapegoat has objections. Scapegoat is curious, because scapegoat has this gut feeling inside that something is wrong. Why should I do it? Yeah, and why do I have to do it this way? Why not the other way? And all of that really unnerves the narcissists are really scared with the scapegoat. So then they bring in these enablers, and these enablers can be some auntie, uncle, or maybe the other parent. Yeah, can be a enabler to your narcissistic parent, or maybe both the parents are narcissistic. So both help each other, both enable each other's narcissistic behavior. So they can bring in a third person to throw you off balance. They had been telling the scapegoat that you are a difficult child, you're just spoiling everything, and you are not being a good obedient son, you're not being a good obedient daughter. They are already gaslighting, minimizing, and invalidating the scapegoat. Then they bring in a third person to throw the scapegoat off balance. Yeah, so the third person comes in. Yeah, this enabler monkey, whoever it is, comes in and then tells you, oh, you should listen to your mother, she always, wants your good, you should always obey her, you should always do things the way how she wants you to do, she has given birth to you, so you should listen to her. So what if she slapped you? So what if she abused you? So what if your dad is swearing at you? So what? They are paying for your food, they have given birth to you, they are like gods, you should listen to them and you should please them, you should make them happy. So one set of gaslighting is happening directly from the narcissistic parent side. The other happens through these enablers. And what happens to these scapegoats? These scapegoats are messed up. These scapegoats face a lot of challenges in their schooling, in their college. When they grow up, they face challenges in their relationship. And this is because they didn't get closure. Yeah, they knew that something was not right and they were resisting. And in return, they were gaslit and they were scapegoated and minimized and invalidated, triangulated, and whatnot. The list goes on. So they didn't get closure. They knew something was not right and they were resisting it. But the parent went on gaslighting them, the parent went on labeling them, scapegoating them, and creating more sibling rivalry amongst each other. Yeah, so that this scapegoat feels left out, this scapegoat feels invisible, this scapegoat feels bad that my parent is ganging up with the other one, the golden child, yeah, the good one, and I am the one who's not good enough, I am the one who is making a mess. So these kids, I mean these scapegoats, go through a phase, a kind of a phase that includes a lot of cognitive dissonance. They know that something is not right, but they were still in that place, and they were still with those people who were constantly abusing them, manipulating them, exploiting them, and invalidating them and dismissing them. I mean, they don't have clarity, they have a lot of confusion. So this happens with all of the scapegoats. When they are out of that family, when they are out of the clutches of the narcissistic parents, they go through this period of confusion, yeah, and then they, begin to give closure to all the questions and doubts that they had. I mean, in today's time, lots of YouTube channels are there, lots of blogs are there, lots of mental health, therapists, coaches are there who are talking about it, and awareness is happening. Earlier things were different when we didn't have access to social media, so things often used to be brushed under the carpet. But now everyone is waking up, everyone is getting to know what being scapegoated is and what it feels like. So yes, scapegoats are able to give closure to their question and doubt when they grow up and become independent. Till the time they are surrounded by the narcissistic parent, they feel that there is something off, yeah, because I told you that these scapegoats have this red flag detector inside of them. They are gifted, they are blessed individuals. These scapegoats suffer a lot, let me tell you. They suffer from depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, low self-worth, low confidence. But let me tell you, these scapegoats are able to sail through. So these scapegoats, are very strong individuals. Initially, of course, the start is very rough, lots of confusion, lots of cognitive dissonance, lots of unrest inside of these scapegoats, that why is my mother doing like this? Why, I mean, my dad is doing like this. Yeah, why my dad isn't able to see me and hear me? Yeah. But let me tell you, these scapegoats are like phoenixes. Yeah, they rise from ashes. No matter how much they are tormented or gaslit and abused by their narcissistic parents, there comes a time when the scapegoat evolves. There comes a time when the scapegoat gives closure to his or her doubts and questions and moves on. So scapegoats are strong, and they are unique. They are very special, unique, and strong, though they go through the phase of depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, low self-worth, and all of that. But they go back to the normal life. They somehow, pave their own path. Yeah, you can also say that these scapegoats don't take the narcissistic parents gaslighting that seriously, and it's inside of them. Yeah, they have a lot of these unique qualities which scapegoats don't know. They don't know what it is called. Yeah, they don't know the technical terms, but they have all of this quality inside of them. They can see through. Yeah, they can understand that the parent is manipulating and exploiting. They can understand and feel that the parent is, distorting truth and reality and withholding facts. They can understand that the parent is withholding love and affection because they want me to do something. So these scapegoats can see through and understand. Yeah, scapegoats are very unique individual. I mean, I was aware of everything that was happening, and I never used to take my parents gaslighting seriously. They used to say, you are difficult, you're going to bring in this name, bad name, this, that, a lot of things. But somewhere or the other, deep inside, I knew they are, trying to emotionally blackmail me. I knew that they are trying to manipulate me. I shouldn't be taking it seriously. But I didn't know that all of this was gaslighting. I didn't know all of this was minimization and invalidation. I didn't know that this is known as scapegoating then. I didn't have names to it, but I knew. And I could always, understand that, there used to be drama, so that I would comply with whatever they want me to do. I would comply and agree to them, and it was always followed, with a drama, and I could see through that they are doing this, all of this, so that I agree to it. Yeah, and I always used to, disagree, and I was okay. I mean, I had accepted that it's absolutely okay for me to be the black sheep. It's absolutely okay for me to be the bad one. Yeah, the rotten egg in the lot. I was okay with all of that. Later on, when I moved out, I started learning things. I, started continuing my study further. I did learn a lot of things. And then I realized that, oh, I was the scapegoat. I knew all of it, but I didn't have names, for it. So yes, scapegoats do evolve. They evolve into someone who's very, I would say, calm, someone who's very sorted, and someone who evolves into being an authentic person. Yeah. The journey can be a little lengthy, confusing, filled with grief, this, that, realization, lots of setback. The journey is like any other person's journey, but they evolve into being a calmer, authentic, and honest person. Yeah, and they have this detector inside of them. They can see through a narcissist. They can see through a toxic person. Yeah. So yes, scapegoats have a difficult start. I can't deny that. They do suffer because of all that gaslighting and manipulation and being scapegoated all the time. And no matter what they do, they are all the time scapegoated. Now, let me tell you one more interesting thing. When the scapegoat, becomes successful, yeah, when the scapegoat becomes well known or becomes rich, successful, the narcissistic parents will then try and bait this scapegoat. They will, try and, um, give that title of the golden child to the scapegoat. But that time, the scapegoat refuses that title because the scapegoat knows that title only comes if you comply. That title only comes if you obey. Yeah. And the scapegoat also knows that they are, trying to label me as the golden child now because I'm successful and I can bring in good name to the family, I mean, to them. Yeah. And they see me as an extension, so then they can brag about me. The scapegoat knows all of that. Yeah. And then the scapegoat refuses that title. The scapegoat refuses to be graduated, you know, into being the golden child of the family. The scapegoat says, no, I will do things my way. Okay, you are my parent, that's absolutely fine, but I will not change, I will not transform, I will be the way how I am. I mean, if you're okay with it, you can accept me and things are going to be okay. If you're not okay with the things that I do or the way how I live, it's absolutely okay. You are free to disagree. So scapegoats are very intelligent. Maybe they might not have lots of big degrees, and they might not be professors and all of that, but scapegoats are very intelligent. They evolve, yeah. And these narcissistic parents are like catalyst. Anyone toxic, or these narcissistic parents or any other narcissist, all of them act like a catalyst for this scapegoat to evolve. And when they evolve, they are the bestest version of themselves. And they are happy individual. Sometimes I do come across a couple of scapegoats who keep asking me, why did my parent do this? Why didn't my parents see me and hear me? And then I give them names that, okay, this is what it is, this is who they are, and this is how they are. And then they get closure. Then they tell me that, okay, now I understand. Oh, this is called invalidation. Oh, I was being gaslit. There was nothing wrong with me because I never believed that there was anything wrong with me. Yeah. So they burn away, they wither away, they get destroyed in the process, and again they rise. Yeah, they rise in to an evolved and a superior version, yeah, more intelligent, more wise version they evolve into, these scapegoats. So yes, I mean, it helped me. I learned a lot from my narcissistic parent. I learned a lot from all the toxic relationship that I had and toxic people that I was surrounded with or in relationship with. I learned a lot, and they helped me mutate. They helped me evolve. They helped me become a hybrid that I am now. So yes, I mean, if you look at it, from my perspective, I mean, it helped me, though it was very painful, destructive, and it did hurt me on a lot of levels. But the end result is good. I like it. I'm more strong. I'm more correct and accurate about people, and that's it. And I have evolved into a better me. Yeah. So this was all about narcissistic family, narcissistic parent, and scapegoats. And in case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. And please take care of yourself. Don't ignore the red flags. Keep working on yourself. Never doubt your own self. And never take a narcissist gaslighting seriously. Till then, lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.